We live? Good evening everybody, and welcome back to soon to be the first council meeting following our annual general electors meeting at 5:30, but welcome, and I shall hand over to Councillor Barry Winmar to present the welcome to country.
Thank you, Worship. I'll begin by acknowledging my elders past and present, and we stand on the land of the Noongar people. Nganak nyiling kurlong kurang galak noich nija Noongar boja. Noongar mor jerpen yining dinya ngalak kwabadok Noongar boja kurlong. From the beginning of time to the end, this is Noongar country. Noongar people have been graceful keepers of our nation for many, many years. Ngalak jerpen mamba boja ngalak bala mamba kwab ngat kola jerpen. Ninya gala maya yining Noongar boja. We respect the earth, our mother, and understand that we belong to her. She does not belong to us. In all her beauty we find comfort, well-being and life that creates a home for everyone that is now a keeper of Noongar country. Jinidin Karajin Jerpin Nijawer Noongar Boja Ngala Maya Border. Look, listen, understand and embrace all the elements of Noongar country, because this is forever our home. Kai Wanju Ngan Barry Winma Wajak Baladong Marman, Ngan Kod Jerpin Nora Nija Boja, Darjeeling Wangani Noongar Boja. Hello and welcome. My name is Barry Winmar. My heart is happy as we gathered here and speaking on Noongar country tonight.
Thank you, and I would also like to acknowledge that we meet here on the land of the Noongar people and pay our respects to elders past, present and those future emerging leaders. Now call upon Councillor Dennis Wood to read the dedication.
May we, the elected members of the City of Kwinana, have the wisdom to consider all matters before us with due consideration, integrity and respect for the Council Chamber. May the decisions made be in good faith and always in the best interests of the greater Kwinana community which we serve.
Thank you. I would also like to announce, of course, that we are live streaming, and so by being here you are consenting to be live streaming for any members of the public that wishes to come forward and ask any questions of council through the electors' general meeting. Item 4, leave of absence previously proved there are none, though we have Councillor Matthew Rouse, who is an apology for tonight's meeting. Item 5 on the agenda is the receiving of the annual report. 5.1, the Mayor's report, which I shall now read into the record. Like in previous years, 2021-22 brought with it a level of uncertainty due to the ongoing global pandemic. However, the Kwinana community continues to demonstrate its resilience and prosper during these times. Arguably one of the most challenging tasks as a councillor involved budget considerations, and Council once again took a conservative approach with a 2% average rate increase for residential properties in the City of Kwinana. This increase enabled 3 key projects from the community's strategic community plan to be developed, including the Kwinana Loop Trail Master Plan and the reinstatement of the community events budget and the introduction of the Healthy Kwinana initiative. The community events that were reinstated include the always entertaining OMG Fringe Festival, Get in the Grove and Summer Sounds. Whilst it was heartening to see people coming together again in a more normal fashion, the Children's Festival was affected by the ongoing pressure of the pandemic, and the City continued to be responsive and agile to these changing circumstances. Council welcomed newly elected members in October 2021, including its first Indigenous elected member, Councillor Barry Winmar. We also farewelled outgoing Councillor Wendy Cooper after a decade of service on Council, and former Councillor Sandra Lee, who we acknowledge for her 16 years of service to Kwinana. So I take this opportunity to publicly thank all councillors for their service and commitment to the community. Together, we made further progress on the Reconciliation Action Plan, as always in consultation with the Boolamara Many Hands Advisory Group, of which I am co-chair with Councillor Barry Winmar. Acknowledgement of country signage was placed on city facilities, and communities' calls to rename a portion of the Harry McGuigan Park as Nala Mort Manja, meaning our family's meeting place, were supported by council. It should also be noted that two local elders, Maria Taylor and Des Little, were also named Elders of the Year at the NAIDOC Perth Awards on the 25th of June. This financial year, the region saw industry adapt rapidly to global demands with increased activity in the Kwinana industrial area and a number of local announcements regarding renewable and clean sources of energy. It is exciting to welcome these new developments whilst honouring our heritage as we approached the historic milestone of 100 years since the SS Kwinana, the town's namesake, came to rest upon Kwinana Beach during a storm. Margaret Fieldman was Australia's first female qualified town planner, tasked with planning the town of Kwinana. She was immortalised this year in a mural painted on the wall of the Kwinana Social Club by acclaimed artist Shaky. Margaret was described by the Australian National Trust as a trailblazer in her professional life, and coupled with her passion for the environment, the arts and making a difference in future generation, her contribution to West Australia has been truly enormous. I believe she helped map out Kwinana's future as a place of innovation, leading the way in the state while caring for the environment and celebrating the rich heritage and the rich spirit of the area to make a difference for future generations. We truly live a unique and livable city, celebrated for and connected by its diverse community, natural beauty and economic opportunities. Thank you. Item 5.2 is the Chief Executive Officer's report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This financial year saw the city's operations continue and respond to the rapidly changing dynamics of the world around us while continuing to lead and serve the local community. A key example of this was a Love My Neighbourhood project initiated at Worrell Court in Orillia in September 2021. An award-winning model from Napier in New Zealand was engaged, which saw the city coordinate representatives from various state agencies and departments and even local youth to drive a transformation of the housing complex. As a result, calls to the police fell 70% in just a matter of months. The use of best practice approaches such as this Love My Neighbourhood project enables us to implement new ways of working and to learn from others' experience that results in a better quality of life in Kwinana. And yet this is just one of the many examples where staff have worked tirelessly to achieve the outcomes outlined by the community in the Strategic Community Plan. We're constantly learning from one another and far from insular in our place in the world. In fact, we have much ahead that will put us on the map and further boost job opportunities, including the imminent opening of Costco and Kasarina in 2022 and the state government's plans for the Outer Harbour in the coming years. The City of Kwinana continues to experience the lowest unemployment rates in decade, and our population is growing at a healthy rate. Meeting the community's vision for the area is therefore vital and dynamic work for the city as we welcome new residents requiring housing, facilities, services and more. I commend the dedicated staff at the City of Kwinana. This year has again been filled with stops and starts and the changing priorities brought on by the pandemic, but our employees continue to work out make Kwinana the wonderful place that it is.
Thank you, Mr. CEO. Item 6 is general business and 6.1 is questions by electors. During this part of the agenda, an elector may ask question or seek further clarification on any matters arising in council. Any electors wish to ask a question? Thank you. We therefore go on by notices of motion by electors. Item 6.2, are any electors wish to raise a notice of motion? Thank you. Therefore, the last item is 7, and that is the close of business. That therefore concludes the annual electors meeting for 2021-22. Thank you all for your attendance, and again, thank you to the CEO, the officers, and the City of Kwinana councillors for your dedication and support through the past year. Thank you.